Gorgeous little lentil soup that freezes really, really well. Vegan, gluten-free, full of nourishment and, you know, ingredients that we know how to find in the supermarket, right? Because that's what we want. We don't want to look for ingredients that are hard to find, where you have to go online or travel, you know, miles and miles to get it. So my pot is getting nice and hot. I want a good splash of olive oil. Gonna add my onions. And that garlic, which already smells great. Actually, I'm done. That's all you need to do. Salt and pepper immediately, because it brings out delicious flavor and these natural, beautiful vegetables. Oh my God, makes me happy. Just want to cook these down so they're translucent, so about a minute, and keep stirring, and it is on high heat. You want to rinse these really well, and I really mean that when I say really well, and I really mean that when I say really mean that. Oh my God, it's one of those days. These are great little sieves. Look at them, you get them in Asian stores actually, in any city around the world that I've seen anyway. Okay, rinsed. Straight into your pot, navigating that wooden spoon. So good. Give them a good stir. Do you know why I soak these lentils? Why? So they cook faster. Oh. And that's the thing, right? Soaking your lentils, your grains, oh my God, makes everything cook quicker. Carrots. Yeah, carrots in Indonesia are a completely different taste to in Australia. They are, absolutely. Good question, actually. They really are. Celery in. So is the celery. I mean, look at it. It's so beautiful. It's so different. And it's strong. Yeah. Like, it's strong, isn't it? I remember when I was doing some juice fasting retreats and people wanted celery juice and I'd juice that and they'd be like, I can't drink this, what have you done? I'm like, oh, that's our local celery. Like, yeah. You're so used to that mild stuff. This is like potent. Now you're gonna add your water. Now I'm gonna add the tomatoes. And I am going to leave this green glory of zucchini and parsley for last because it cooks really fast. Give this a really good stir, and this is when you really need to taste where you're at. And I mean that because you want to know there's enough salt and pepper in there. These are basic ingredients too, right? And salt and pepper brings out flavor. Needs more salt and pepper. Good job, Cynthia. Good job, winning. Okay, lid on simmer, let it cook for a good 30 minutes. This smells amazing. It is such a great default meal for midweek when you don't want to cook. It's incredible. Okay, this is the next. So this has been cooking for 30 minutes, so have a look in here. Next goes the zucchini. Why did I do it last? Because it just would have fallen apart. And then just going to give that a bit of a stir. All right, let that cook for a minute. It's only going to take like a minute. And you want to chop up your parsley, because this is what's going to go in last, okay? Just, it brings that freshness home. Oh, what a sharp knife. Oh, Weira sharpened my knives today. Hello, Weira. So sharp, Weira.
You can hear it.
You can hear it. It's not crunching, right? It's just sliding through.
There's a difference between sharp knife and dull knife.
100% difference between a sharp knife and a dull knife. It damages the food, a dull knife. It damages it like it just, you can hear it just, you know, clunk, clunk, and it smashes away the food. That's my opinion. Anyway, okay, this has only been in there for a minute, that zucchini. That's all you need, right? And so then we put this parsley in there. Okay, give it another stir. This is where you have another taste. Thanks, mate. Oh, yum. It's just so natural, you know? And we are done.
Yay!
That's all you do. And now we serve it and eat it. You can put anything on this. Oh, yes, you can put garlic bread with it. Oh my God. Please make this and write in the comments below and talk to me and tell me how you went. If you feel like you need to cook it longer, cook it longer. If you feel like, oh my God, like this is amazing, but I want to put some spice in there, put some spice in there. If you feel like I want a big piece of chunky garlic bread, go to my other blog and you'll see the garlic bread recipe in there. If you're feeling like, yes, winning, I've got meals for the next couple of weeks. Like this is one, you know, Monday, Thursday, next Monday, next Thursday, I'm winning. That's it. Goodbye. Taking my soup and leaving. Bye. 4, 6, 8. Oh, that's a lot. 2, 4. So what I'm doing is counting garlic. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 garlic cloves in this amazing recipe. All right, welcome to my world. This is eggplant lasagna. This is a really cool recipe. It's gluten-free, there's no lasagna sheets. It's kind of like a cheap lasagna, but luxuriously delicious. And the reason why is because of my pasta sauce. You can see the basil is on its stalk, right? I'm not going to chop that. I'm just going to rip it, even with the stalk in there. So I've got that. Okay, I'm going to need oregano, dried oregano. I've got some red wine, some dodgy red wine that my mate's left here. Some maple and some olive oil. First thing you can do is grab a pot, not a big pot. I don't want the circumference big. I want it quite congested, so a medium size. I reckon this one here. I think that's a good size. This is going to go on low. And I am going to cover the base of this pot with olive oil. Don't freak out. Don't write in too much fat. I want to hear it. Don't make it. Okay, literally swimming. I reckon there's about 4 tablespoons in that all up. Now you're going to add your garlic. Now we don't want this to brown. And the trick is, right, is to have this a little bit sizzling, which I can just hear just very gently. I want it to bathe in here, and I'm going to adjust the heat from high to low to medium every so often. I'm going to check it, right? And I can smell it already. So the moment I can hear it go, I'm going to turn it right down. Sometimes I even turn it off. I do not want any color. It's really important that you get that. It's like the Godfather version of making tomato sauce is cutting it wafer thin and letting it just seriously emulsify. I think that's the word in this oil. Now I can hear it sizzling. So now I'm going to turn it down even more. See how it's not browning? Remember this recipe. Just watch it go translucent. It's going to take about, I reckon, 10 minutes. I'm going to be turning it off and on. Even though it's on low, I'm still going to be turning it off and on. This is becoming really lush. Oh my God, the kitchen just smells amazing. Now I'm going to add my oregano and salt and pepper. Now it's time to taste. Oh, I got it on my shirt. Oh my God, that's amazing. I'm after that balance, right? That balance of the wine and then the maple. Oh, salt and pepper. Like it. Don't want it too sweet, Cynthia, because I tend to do that. I'm talking to myself here. And I don't want it too on the acid side, so it's just that balance. So as you're putting the wine in, the couple of tablespoons, and the maple, just taste it. Just do one at a time, stir and taste until you get that balance and salt and pepper it. Okay, that is gonna just do its thing. I'm gonna put a lid to the side so it doesn't evaporate too much. I'm gonna eat it. Literally all of it. No, I'm not. Actually, I'm having some friends over, they're gonna eat it. Okay, so let's do the eggplant. These are little eggplants. If you get a really big one, use one and a little one. But if you get little ones, I've used like 3 to 4 because they shrink, right? So you're just gonna cut the ends off and then you're gonna slice them up into like, I don't know how thick that is. It's like 1/2 centimeter, right? Maybe, I think so, 1/2 centimeter. And I'm gonna salt them. All right, cut it all up and then salt. Okay, let this just do its thing for about 20 minutes and then we're gonna pat it dry with a cloth. It's been about 20 minutes. You know, someone said to me the other day, why don't you wash it? Well, I don't want to. You can if you want to, but I don't want to. An Italian lady taught me to do this. Also, did you know I'm adopted and I don't know where I'm from, which is really, really fascinating because I feel European, but I don't know where. And so I'm gonna be Italian today because I love the Italian culture, especially the food culture and their family ethics. Oh my God, I've always wanted to go to Italy and this year's my year. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. So I'm just gonna push down like this and take all that salt off and then kind of wipe like that. You're probably wondering to yourself, why do I add salt? Well, there's a myth around that actually, to be honest. Draws out the bitterness of the eggplant. An Italian woman told me to. Now, to my right here, I have a really hot barbecue plate, which I'm gonna put some oil on, and you can do this in a frying pan. You don't even have to use oil, you can put it in the oven. I want the oil, I want the flavor. This is bubbling away gently. If anything, actually it needs to be more gentle. And stirring it every now and then. And remember that lid just on the side here because we don't want everything evaporating and kind of leaving the building. Oh my God. Oh my God. Even if you don't make this whole lasagna situation, make that damn sauce because that is the best pasta sauce you could ever make in your entire life. Kids love it. All right, oil, grill, that's what we're doing. Okay, you're gonna need a bowl. Add your eggplant to your bowl. And then you're gonna sprinkle on some potato starch. Like I said, you can use corn flour, arrowroot flour. Potato starch is something I have in my pantry, so a good 1/4 cup. You're just going to toss it and try and coat everything as much as you can. And then lots of oil and grilling. Last V, what are you doing, mate? A little bit of gloss, yeah. Okay, just that pile on top of each other like that, and rinse and repeat and set it aside. Oh, there's a lot of noise going on outside today. I have been grilling. My goodness, everything is done. Beautiful. I'm going to set that aside and come and have a look at our sauce. Yeah. See the oil on top? This is the time to taste the richness of it and the deliciousness of it, because this is where it gets thicker and thicker and thicker and creates more concentrated flavour and becomes more tomato. And now we're in Italy. That's what it feels like anyway. Oh my God. Have a look how thick this is. Oh my God. All right, stop. Now let's make this, let's make this bechamel sauce. This is really simple. It requires cashews and some savoury yeast. And last me, my friend, can I have that garlic that you just peeled? Thanks, mate.
Is garlic enough, yeah?
Yeah, 8 cloves, right? Yeah, thanks, mate. Awesome. Thank you. All right, garlic, 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 garlic. And you're just going to chuck everything really in the blender. It's really that simple. 200 grams of cashews. I'm going to wing it. Yep, that looks like 200 grams to me. Just under a cup, everybody. Salt and pepper, and then water. Now, how much water? I don't know. So we're going to start off with 300 mils and see what happens. And there's one particular ingredient I'm going to add to this, and it's psyllium, and it's a couple of tablespoons. And the reason why I'm doing that is I just want it to kind of grab the salt. It's hard to explain. Psyllium's like a binder. It kind of goes gluey, but you don't want it too gluey, but it just binds things together so everything's not runny when it's cooking. I find it a really great product. Okay, psyllium husks. So around about 2 tablespoons. So I started off with like 300 mils of water, right? I want this to be pourable, but I also want it to be thick. So not every cashew is made equal, not every savoury yeast is made equal, and certainly not all water is made equal. I'm sorry, it isn't. Some water is hard, some water is soft. So you just need to really like manage this. And this is the art of cooking. I can share you a recipe, but at the end of the day, it's the ease and flow of it all, right? So just have that confidence to really check what's going on here. So I've got my water on standby, and I'm going to blend, and I want it completely creamy without any, you know, sandy bits of the nuts. And these blenders, this Vitamix does that. Yes, it does. It's a brilliant machine, let's be honest. Jesus, that's noisy. Taste it. Oh, that is, look at that. That is creamy and thick. That's what you want, like that. Oh my God, that's so good, eh? That is so good. I think I need a little bit more salt and pepper. Oh my God, the garlic just, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Okay, taste, really important. So that's done. The eggplant's done. the tomato sauce is done. We turn the oven on to 200. We line a tin and then we start layering. I know a lot of you write in and go, what size tin did you use? Well, this is a commercial Bain Marie kind of quarter Bain. Is it quarter? Yeah, quarter. And so this is like 30 centimeters by 10 centimeters thick. Sauce first, then eggplant, and then sauce again, and then cheese, and then eggplant, and then sauce again, and then end with cheese, I think. Let's try. Oh my God, I just want to put some of this sauce on there. Excuse me while I just do this. Holy. Excuse me. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God, I can't tell you how spectacular this is. Like you have to make it. Okay, this is what I do in my kitchen. I use foil and paper, okay, because I need it to cook through, and this traps all the heat in. And what I like to do is take some paper and go to the sink and wash it, because this helps me hold it together, actually. Weird, I know, but it works for me. So just scrunch it up. Scrunch it. And just wring it out. And then go back over to here. Oh my God, that would make a great toasted sandwich. Oh, that sauce, that cheese, eggplant, capsicum, oh my God. Sometimes, yeah, you just make things and it blows your own mind. Foil on top. You're probably thinking, why do you use both? Because I always get slammed, seriously, by people going, oh my God, I can't use foil. I can't believe you use foil in your cooking. It's like, please go away. So this is my solution. Tuck it in. Oven on 200 Celsius. Bake for 30 minutes or 45? 30 minutes. Thank you, Lasmi. And then when it comes out of the oven, you are not going to touch it. You are going to rest it like that and put the music on and walk away. And about 20 minutes later, you're going to peel off half of it and you're just going to let it breathe, okay? And then when it's cooled down, well, you can cut it and it's holding well. Even in the fridge overnight, it's even better actually than heating up the next day. But anyway, back to this. Opening that little parcel up to let it breathe just allows all that steam to come out so it doesn't sweat so much. And then cut and serve. Oh my God, just cut and serve. I'm just really happy today to make this with you. Winning. still down, still warm. Like I said, it can go straight into the fridge and it sets even better for the next day. And then you can heat it up again. Freezer friendly. Oh my God, it's so good. I'm gonna cut it now and have some. If it was really, really, really hot and I cut it, it would just kind of fall apart. Having it rest for like a good hour, like really, it just takes it to the next level. And having it in the fridge takes it to the next level again because it really holds well. I'll let you in on a little secret. I put this in the fridge overnight because I made 2 of them, and this is what happens the next day. And if I was to heat this up again, which I will later, it will go softer on here, but it will still hold because of the psyllium. This is like a really great cheats version of lasagna without using the lasagna sheets. Next level. Can't stop. I just can't stop. It's seriously next level. And it's really good cold too. Like, take it out of the fridge and leave it on the bench for like an hour and it's at room temperature from the fridge. Oh my God. Okay, that's what you're gonna do. Carrot. Just chop it up. Try and chop it up the same, Cynthia. Garlic. This is the cheese sauce. Stay with me, don't leave me. You're gonna love this, trust me. See how rough this is? Like I've come home from work, you've worked like how many hours? 8 hours. Okay, you're gonna peel your potatoes. So this is my nacho cheese recipe, right? And we're just making it into a stringy kind of cheesy situation. Okay. Look how much water. People go, oh, how much water, how much water? It's in the recipe, but you know, follow the recipe, blah, blah, blah. Our chefs just seem to dump stuff in and we know, right? I don't know how we know, we just know. Everyone's got their genius. Okay, bring it to the boil. You're gonna boil that until it's completely soft, until everything is so soft, where you can stick a situation like a fork in there or the back of something that's not sharp and it's just soft. And then we're gonna let it rest, all right? That's what we're gonna do. In the meantime, get your macaroni cheese ready and cook it. And follow the directions on your packet, okay? So we've cooked ours. You can get gluten-free macaroni cheese, spelt macaroni cheese, kumut, or a good semolina, organic biodynamic's the best. And you're gonna cook it exactly what the instructions say. And I've just set it there. I've not put any oil in there. I've just run it under a little bit of water. That's not clumping together, and that's ready. That cheese is gonna cook. The next thing is we wanna get our breadcrumbs ready. We're gonna need this nice skillet. And if you're gluten-free, use gluten-free breadcrumbs. If you don't have gluten-free breadcrumbs and you've got gluten-free bread, toast your bread, toast it again, don't burn it, toast it till it's really, really crunchy. Let it cool and then blitz it in the food processor. And you've got some beautiful gluten-free breadcrumbs. Heating up the pan. I'm gonna use, what have I got here actually? Okay, I've got some breadcrumbs, great. So I want some olive oil in here and I wanna make these breadcrumbs crunchy. I know, right? You're thinking, why would you do that? Well, I want to. Did I put cashews in that? Okay, I need to get some cashews. Totally winging it. If you're nut free, don't put cashews in there. I just want the depth and the creaminess coming through, so I'm going to put them in.
Nut free people change it.
You can substitute it with sunflower seeds or hemp seeds, so you can boil it with carrots, onion, garlic and potato. Then when it's soft, you blend it and then you add hemp seeds in there. But the most important thing is soaking hemp seeds first because they're very earthy seed, and so is the sunflower seed. So some people boil the sunflower seed, do you know what I mean? Just to get that creaminess. So, doing its thing. Grate a bit of garlic on that, just a little bit. It's only like half a clove, not a lot. Actually, you can make this at home, Gigi. All right, see how I'm just toasting the breadcrumbs in the oil and the garlic? And I want a little bit of salt and pepper here. And I just want them to go brown. Oh, that garlic smells lovely, doesn't it? Hey? Beautiful. The whole place is smelling like what?
Glory.
It's just glorious. It's garlic. And because this skillet really does contain its heat so well, and you're working with cast iron, get it out of the pan because it'll burn even though it's sitting there and resting. Get it out of the pan and just set that aside. So now I've got that. I've got my pasta, and I've got my cheese boiling, and the last ingredient is potato starch. Now you can use tapioca starch. Tapioca is from the cassava. The cassava is a beautiful long root. They pull out the cassava out of the ground and they pound it down, and then they wring it out, and it's kind of this white liquid, and then that settles, and then you've got the starch. So you're after tapioca starch or potato starch. So either. So I'm going to let this boil till it's completely soft, and then we're going to go to the next part of this. We are smelling like glory right now. This is amazing. The smell of this is just delicious. Nice and soft. See how it's just falling apart? That's what we want, it to just fall apart. Okay, so now that's ready. And this is the important part because a lot of people go, oh my God, my sauce is too runny or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, don't put all the water in there. Take the water out and use the water when you need to. And meaning, like, if the blade of the your blender doesn't go around, that's when you're gonna add some more water. So that's gonna go into there. There's the cooking water, which tastes, by the way, delicious. I'm gonna put a little bit of savoury yeast for the cheesiness. You can put as much and as little as you like, or you don't even have to put it in at all, whatever, up to you. I like it every now and then. I want some turmeric for the colour, and I've just got some store-bought Dijon mustard here. Just want a little bit of it, okay? Don't want too much of it. And you don't even have to put that in either if you don't want to. We want a completely silky, creamy, delicious yumminess. I don't want to feel any texture of the nuts in there. Got me? Any texture. And how you do that is by blending the shit out of it, but also making sure you check it. So it's hot. I've got the end of my tamper just kind of on the edge here. I'm not going to lock the steam in because it's going to blow everything up. Trust me. And I'm going to put this on high till I get a creamy texture. Now, if this is too thick, I'm going to add the cooking water. So stay with me, people. Stay with me. Okay, so this is really thick. It's not even a sauce. So I'm going to add some of that cooking water to this. Just half of it. It's still super thick, and I'm going to add the rest of that cooking water. Now, if I needed more water and I don't have any cooking water, I'm just going to use just water from the filter. Okay, now I've got a nice, beautiful creamy sauce. And I'm going to taste it. Know that it's creamy by doing this. If it's hot, don't do that, but I can, because I've got these asbestos hands, right? I can't feel any grittiness of the nuts. It's delicious. I'm going to add some more salt and pepper. This is where you're navigating what you like at home, the way you like to season it. And in my cooking classes, I take you through that whole process of understanding the beginning and the middle of an end of a dish. So you can really dive deep into plant-based cooking with ease and flow without being some gourmet chef. I do want a little bit more liquid in there, so I'm going to add a little splash of that to get a little bit runnier. Okay, and the second part of this incredibleness, I need that potato. Where did that potato starch go? Oh yeah. So I'm going to pour that into there. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of this. So I've tripled this cheese recipe for today because there's 3 of us in here. And then I want a little bit of water. You know when you have pizza, Gungun, and the cheese is really stringy? Yep. That's what we're trying to create. Yeah, so it's really important to dissolve the starch in that water before I dump it into there. Okay, really super, super important. Okay, so this is boiling. You see it's just kind of bubbling on the sides there. See that? So now I'm going to add that dissolved potato starch in that little bit of water, okay, into here. And this is where I'm going to pull up a chair. Make sure I don't get splattered in the face, right? And I want to cook that potato starch right down. So I'm going to stir this, it's not going to stick. I'm going to make sure that I get the actual bits on the side pushed down, yeah? And when I'm stirring, I'm just staying with it. I'm going to adjust my heat a little bit so it comes up to the boil, but I don't want it to splatter my face. I'm just going to be mindful. Oh yeah, it's good, it's looking good. That took about 5 minutes and I just stayed with it and I turned the heat up and down. And this is when you have a cheeky taste, and be careful because it is hot. And you're just navigating how much seasoning you need in there, if you need any more. Okay, now we're looking like a cheese thick sauce. Okay, turn it off, and then I'm gonna dump the mac in there. That's cooked already. Straight into the skillet. We're just in awe of this, aren't we? And then this, Gigi. Look at this. These are the breadcrumbs. And I think the more the breadcrumbs, the better. What do you think, guys? The more the better? This is enough for 3. And that is how you make a vegan mac and cheese without all the crap and the fake cheese and the crappy sauces. We're using nature as it intended with low human interference, and that's exactly what I teach. We're gonna eat this now. Goodbye.